Hello and welcome to Petals from the Rose with Karina. Today we're going to be talking about St. Michael the Archangel. First of all, I have here a reading from the Bible from the book of Apocalypse, chapter 12, verses 7 and 8. And there was a great battle in heaven. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and they prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And now I'm going to be reading from the Messages of Bayside. And here I have a little reading here of what Veronica was seeing on June 4th, 1977. Veronica is the seer from Bayside. Now coming down from the sky behind Our Lady, directly behind her, I see Michael. His span is across the whole sky. There is no way to explain Michael, St. Michael. He is very, very large and awesome, but he gives you a wonderful feeling of contentment, peace, and support. And now Jesus said on September 28, 1977, Satan was allowed to enter. Man chose to take Michael, the guardian of faith, from my house, and the doors then swung wide open to admit the Prince of Darkness and his realm of corruption and evil. My children, Satan has entered into the highest places of government and the highest positions in my church. They too will feel the sword. Now Our Lady said on September 13, 1974, Michael must be entered into the prayers and hearts of mankind. All clergy, all shepherds of the flock must praise the Father through his guardian Michael. You must return Michael in your prayers after the holy sacrifice. And here she's talking about saying the St. Michael exorcism prayer after Mass, which was a common practice before Vatican II. And again, Our Lady says September 13, 1977, the restraining force, St. Michael, has been taken away, and Satan now is upon your earth. And St. Michael himself here said on August 21st, 1974, when I am returned to remain guard at the tabernacles, and my name is returned, you will find the people flocking back into the houses of their God. And now, Jesus said on October 1st, 1977, you will proceed onward, my children, under the banner of faithful and true, guided by the great warrior of heaven, St. Michael the Archangel. And now Our Lady said on May 22nd, 1974, the Order of Michael will be established in the United States. And here she's talking about a religious order. Now, Jesus said on June 18, 1984, Lucifer is upon earth. You understand that his powers are great. That is why you must always test the spirits and say the St. Michael exorcism prayer when it is possible. And he's talking about the long form of the St. Michael exorcism prayer. And you can find that at smwa.org. And then he goes on to say here, when it is not possible, you will say, St. Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the divine power of God, cast into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who wander throughout the world seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. And now, Jesus said on October 1st, 1977, you will bring back into my church and your country and all the nations of the world the exorcism to rid a country of the evil one, Satan. And now St. Michael said on June 16, 1973, first of all, Veronica is explaining that she sees now Michael has placed his sword down as though he was digging into the ground. Oh, I see, he's placed it into Satan. And now St. Michael says, you have nothing to fear but fear. Face it, and it will disappear. Face it with prayer. Now, Veronica says here on May 17th, 1986, his hair is a golden color. That is why Our Lady named him Golden Boy. And Jesus said on June 9, 1979, Michael is the greatest warrior of heaven. Call upon him often, my children. Our Lady said on July 1st, 1985, your homes are protected by a supernatural being with St. Michael, the head of the armies from heaven. And now St. Michael said here August 14th, 1976. Oh, again, actually, first of all, Veronica is explaining here, and he's pointing his spear down. He's holding the balance in his right hand, and now with the balance held high up in the air, he's saying, who is like unto God? Who is like unto God? And now Our Lady is saying here on October 6, 1978, I ask that no variations be made in the process of speaking and telling the beads, the rosary. St. Michael's the Archangel, and the prayer given to the children will be sufficient, neither add to nor detract from the beads. And now here Our Lady is asking for us to say not only the Fatima prayer after the Glory Be on each decade of the Rosary, but also after the Fatima prayer to say the St. Michael Exorcism prayer. Now, Our Lady says here on May 26, 1979, protect the young from false prophets, those who go about the world denying the divinity of my Son. They must understand that my Son is not St. Michael. And now Our Lady said on October 6, 1977, my children, you must use the exorcism of St. Michael constantly, daily in your lives. For those who knock upon your door now may be evil. And now, Veronica was commenting here on March 31st, 1980. We must call upon St. Michael always during the holy sacrifice of the Mass, because at the present time Lucifer and his agents have entered even upon Holy Church. And now Our Lady said on October 2nd, 1979, St. Michael was, is, and always will be the guardian of the faith in my Son's church upon earth. You must now bring him back, in sight and in sound and in prayer. For as he remains outside the portals shall crumble, the doors shall close, persecution shall abound upon your earth. And now, Jesus said here on March 24th, 1973, you will know now that my mother will crush the prince of darkness, and he will lie before her, chained by Michael, and cast into the pit. He rages now upon your world, knowing that his time grows short. And now here is actually a first half of a poem that St. Teresa had given to Veronica on October 11th, 1969. And it goes as follows. Loving hearts gather to look on with joy, to see this dear friend who we call Golden Boy. He came down from heaven to stand and defend the suffering Christians that Satan can't bend. Now that concludes our program today. Thank you for being tuned in, and hope to see you soon. Until then, God bless you.